Okay, we've all have those people in our lives. Some of these people are in our families, the energy vampires, right? They kind of pull and suck energy from us, right? This is really uncomfortable. And today I'm going to tell you two things you can do about this. One of the things is for sure, stop feeling guilty about taking space. So let's dive into two more things that you can do about these energy vampires. And I'm going to tell you about my own story about my family right now. So stay tuned. My name's Rebecca Abraxas. Thank you so much for joining in where we're going to remember our greatness together. There's so many energy tools that we have that are really simple, and all we have to do is remember to use them. And I have a lot of these energy tools in my toolbox, and I a lot of times forget to use them. And I just saw a video about the energy vampires, and I was like, oh my God, energy pulls. And I was like, why didn't I use that this weekend? So this is what you can do about those people that seem to just pull or suck energy from you, right? Well, the first thing I want to say is that there is an unlimited amount of energy in the universe. And the reason we feel like it's capped out or as we're depleted is because the energy has stopped flowing, right? So we want to keep the energy flowing. We want to build it up, right? And so in my family, we have a very interesting dynamics. We have someone that's a vampire. We have someone that's we have someone that just pushes all the time. We have someone that's kind of blocked and neutral. You can't, it doesn't seem to go in or out. This is in my family and my extended family. So we've got all different flavors of energy flows happening. And so it's really cool to tune in. Is this an energy vampire? Is this one sucking energy from me? And I was tuning into that. I was taking my shower today. It's where I do a lot of tuning in. I don't know, something about showers really helps me get a little clear energetically and psychically. So I was just tuning in and I was feeling into each person in our family. Oh, yeah, that one's a sucker. That one's a pusher. Oh, that one's blocked. Okay. So what we can do is kind of just set up the intention of, okay, I'd like to keep energy flowing in my home or in my relationships. Universe, send the best flow, push or pull, to all my relationships. But if we really want to hone in and get really specific, if today we're talking about energy vampires, vampires suck energy, right? They want to pull it from you. And so think about that. So if something's being pulled from you, it's the resistance that's actually making us tired. So if it's being pulled, you want to flow energy to them. And it just flows and they stop their incessant pulling and the flow happens. Okay, so when you flow energy to someone, imagine it's just coming through your back, out your heart, to them and through them. And just kind of get this circle going. Now, if you want to try this with someone, it really does work. It's pretty fascinating to get a partner and to just do these different things, flow energy at them and see if they can feel that, and then pull energy through them to you and see if you can feel the difference. It really does make a huge difference. We all are vibration and energy first before we are this kind of illusion of physical density. So give this a try. When I remember to use it, it works. I wish I remembered this weekend. So that's number one you can do. Do an energy pull or flow energy to the energy vampire who's sucking your energy. And remember, if you're feeling tired, it's the resistance that's making you tired. You're not depleted of energy. That's not possible. There's an infinite amount of energy. It's just in resistance, and you just have to flow it to them. And number 2 is take space, take time to really cultivate your strong energy, your strong spirit. And it's okay to walk away for a little bit. It's okay to take a break to cultivate that energy. You want to be the dominant energy or frequency in the room. How many times have you walked into a party or walked into a family function or just had a family dinner and you just walked in and you could just feel yourself spiraling into someone else's energetic vortex or vibration? And you were like, I was so expanded. I felt so vibing high. What just happened? Well, what happened is it was high and strong. It just wasn't sustainable. It wasn't, for some reason, it wasn't steady there. So what we want to do is make that our default mode. And when it's our default mode, then it stays vibing high no matter what's happening around you. And people can entrain to your vibration rather than you having to entrain to their lower vibration. So would you be willing to be the dominant frequency in a room? And to do that, that takes some time. That takes some cultivating. Start a daily nature walk in the morning. Start a daily meditation practice. Living moment to moment, every 10 seconds, checking in on your vibration. Is everything high vibing? If it's not, cultivate, give yourself love, expand your energy. So there's lots of ways to do that, but it's for sure needs to be a conscious effort, and you need to take time to do it. And if you walk into a room and you're like, oh my gosh, you can just feel yourself starting to spiral down, go out onto the deck, go hug a tree. Honestly, it works. and really be committed to your high vibration. And the more you do that, the more you get committed to that, guess what happens? It becomes your default mode, so that when you walk through a room, you get to have people entrain to you rather than you entrain to their lower vibration. So please don't feel guilty about needing space. I know for myself as a mom, I sometimes get guilty or I forget to even take the space. And then by the end of the day, I'm like, wow, I should have taken the space. We all would have benefited from this. Sometimes we get in our heads about, being the ideal partner or mother or business person, and it's like, guys, we're only as good as we allow ourselves to be. So if you notice that, wow, I just feel I'm spiraling, take a break. Even if it's not a break time, say you're at work, just pause and take some big belly deep breaths and just release and see if you can open up the flow again. Another thing you can do really quickly is just expand your energy to the 4 corners of the room and get your infinite nature back. When we contract into lower density emotions and things that kind of hook us in, our energy's contracted. So just expand it back out. Imagine it at first. Sometimes you're like, well, I don't think I know how to move energy. You do. Just by intention, just expand it back out. I use this one all the time. I just expand back out to find my higher frequency. So I hope this was super helpful to you. These practices are invaluable. We don't have to be in a power struggle with people's different energy flows. The resistance is what makes us exhausted. And so all we have to do is tune in to what's happening. Are they sucking energy from us? Then just flow the energy to them. Let me know what you thought about these techniques. I'd love to hear it in the comments. And if you have someone in your life that you could use support around, do you want to your relationship with them to shift? Do you really just want them out of your lives? You want to make a choice for something different? Let me know in the comments. These few techniques would probably really help with all of that. So thanks for being here, beautiful people. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell. And thank you so much for watching. Take care.